All right, we're continuing our week of back to school related things as people are going back to school maybe last week, maybe next week, maybe this week. We're trying to see whether it's better to teach or to learn. Okay, well, not much from teach. Let's see what we get from learn. I bet we get a yellow A. Okay, well, they're exactly the same yesterday and today, and almost the same the first day. So there we go. Well, all we've got is the A. I'm thinking A here. Maybe AI or AU. We could do something like that. But otherwise we could do the I here or the U or an O. Or we could do OA, something like this. OAD, something like broad, but there's no R. Or we could do an A at the beginning, something like about, except there's no T. Or above, but there's no E. Not coming up with anything great. This is the second day in a row that I'm struggling to get a guess. So if we do the A here and then another vowel here, then we can alternate the consonants. Something like Mason, but there's no N. The I. Magic, but no C. Otherwise you could do a U. We could do something with a Y at the end too. Something like this could be good. Something like fancy, but there's no N or C. Campy, but there's no C. We could do waspy. I don't know. I'm running out of things to try. Let's go for it. Wow. Okay. Well, how about that? Okay. So now I'm back to thinking maybe an OA, or we could do, a second and fourth kind of thing like this, with an I, an O, or a U as the second spot. Something like nomad, but no N. We could do IA. Final. Something like that. Wow. We can do OA, we can do IA, do UA, maybe. OA feels the best. Something like broad, but there's no R. But the problem is we need a double consonant then at the beginning, and with the letters we have left, I don't see a double consonant happening. So it feels like you're gonna have vowels separated. We could still do an A at the beginning, but again, then you could have a consonant here, but you'd need a double, or a vowel there, and then you need a double consonant at the end. We don't really have two consonants that go together. So it feels like you're gonna have a vowel here and then the A. And split the consonants up. Well, Kodak is possible. I don't know that I'm ready to jump to a double K word, but that is interesting. Certainly possible. Modal would be great if we didn't already have the L removed. And if you do I, man, I'm not ready to guess the K's yet. I think A at the beginning might be the way to go. Just not seeing it. Well, instead of doing a double consonant, we could do more vowels. Avoid. That's pretty good. And it does check the D. It checks to see if there's an O or an I. Let's go for that. All right. Well, interesting. Very, very tricky. I don't know why I avoided thinking of three vowels for so long. I kept focusing on trying to get a double consonant. I wasn't finding it. I don't know. All right. Man, another tricky one just to think of the word. Not a real unusual word, in the end, but just hard to come up with today for some reason. But all right, well, I got there in 4 anyways. So let me know how your solve went. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.